Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio September 11, 2022. Mercury's already in this area of your solar chart, and with the Sun here as well, the need for you to take a pause and center yourself is even stronger. It's a good cycle for family activities, home improvement, and attending to your safety, security, and comfort needs. The focus is on your closest ties, foundation, or home life. Fortunately, it comes naturally to anchor or nest on a psychological level. In the weeks ahead, you'll be pouring more heart and pride into your family and personal life. It's a good time to get grounded and centered, as well as to refuel and build up your confidence. Today, you can gain valuable insight into a project or person. It's a strong day for cooperation and support. When was the last time you mingled with new energies? Maybe it's a network of co-workers you work out with or a team of colleagues you meet with for happy hour once a week. For instance, the moon, celestial ruler of your health-conscious 6th house of daily rituals, will enter Pisces, and your 11th house of associations, community affairs, and individual freedom today, presenting you with the opportunity to add more excitement and spontaneity to your day. The Sun, celestial ruler of your relationship sector, will also debut in Virgo and your intuitive 4th house of innermost feelings. Surround yourself with those who feel like home. Are you ready to enjoy a more relaxed work life? The Sun is officially in Virgo, encouraging you to step into a different fixed sign season. Pisces energy is slow, steady, and reliable. Although it levels your desire to be a wild child, Pisces season can be the perfect time to enjoy an easygoing pace at work. You can utilize this energy to buckle down on a few imperative objectives. Instead of making a bold move or being risky, you can rely on the predictability that comes with the stability of Pisces season. Change, even when it is for the better, can still sometimes be hard. It seems to be taking you a while to adjust to your recent professional good fortune. Your new job means a lot of increased responsibility. As excited as you are about the challenge, and certainly the extra money will come in handy, you can't quite shake your worry that you won't succeed. Just chalk these feelings up to cold feet. You'll get over your jitters soon enough. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. You have one idea, you know who has another. Even though this isn't exactly a romance yet, you still might want to treat it as one. Every relationship requires some degree of compromise. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. A letter or phone call concerning potential positive changes in your financial situation might have your mind buzzing over possibilities for your future. You might be a bit worried over whether or not you'll be able to make the most of this break, but your innate practicality should enable you to face it in an objective, efficient way. So there's no need to worry. Give it some thought, and make your decision when it all comes through. You'll be more willing to break from routine on this day. And this can do you a world of good. This will be especially true if you are often required to work within a strict and structured format. If you don't get a chance to reach beyond this, your life can become terribly dull. This vibration can see you in a bolder and more daring frame of mind. Go on out and try something outside of the norm and enjoy yourself. It is a case of one in and one out on the home front today, and with it a change in approach. Mercury's departure from your home and family sector today leaves you with the means to remain mentally focused and keep the communication lines open, but the moon's return just hours later allows you to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged. This begins the lead up to an eclipsing new moon, and with it a chance to draw a new line in the sand. Just 3 days before Venus, the planet of love returns to your communications sector to begin a mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. The moon leaves. This leaves you better able to give your emotional responses a voice, just as Mercury, the planet of communication, returns to your romantic sector in order to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. Our eyes in the sky. The moon in Pisces opposes Venus this morning, and our minds and hearts will be sharp and moving quickly. We'll have an opportunity to heal through socialization and casual conversation. However, Mercury's retrograde, which begins today, can throw a wrench into these healing vibes if we forget to be good listeners. Remember that social interactions should be about giving and receiving. After you've said your piece, be sure to stick around and listen to the people you encounter today. You'll need to be discerning when it comes to your conversations. Make sure you don't end up in the role of therapist for someone who lays all their problems on you then bails before you have a chance to talk about yours. The energy lightens up a bit in the afternoon, giving you a chance to mentally engage with the things you find interesting. Do some light research or reading if you have some free time. As we head into the evening, try to surround yourself with people who lift you up. Communication will be easy, and it can help you alleviate stress. When the moon is in Pisces, mental stimulation can make it hard to fall asleep, so stay away from screens for an hour before bedtime, and enjoy a cup of herbal tea to help you unwind before heading off to dreamland. In the early morning and evening, the moon forms square aspects to Mars and Venus, respectively, bringing an abundance of healing energy. Use this time to reconnect with yourself and the things you desire most. We might take our frustrations out on those who we are closest to because we assume our loved ones have the bandwidth to hold space for even our most irrational feelings. Be mindful that we are at the mercy of our passions now, and our behavior can hurt others if we are not careful. In the morning, the Pisces moon opposes Venus in Virgo, starting off the day on a sensitive note. Our emotional and romantic needs are at odds, making it difficult for us to communicate what we want. However, we are also frustrated when others fail to read our minds. We might be harboring an idealistic fantasy of our relationships while at the same time negotiating conflicts in a hypercritical way. It may be better now to take a break from social engagements and instead do something healthy or creative for your body and mind, like listening to your favorite music or relaxing with a good book. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the late afternoon, when the moon squares off with Mars in Gemini, exacerbating our moodiness. We find ourselves annoyed and irritated, especially in our intimate relationships. It is probable that we are still not communicating our needs, but now we are lashing out and making the other party feel like they have been insensitive. Our feelings are hurt, but it is we who have injured ourselves, not the other person. Try to take ownership of your emotions instead of casting blame.